Okay. Hello, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is a recording taken during Indie Spotlight Live here on Blog TV. We do this every Sunday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. This will be part one of the video. It's probably going to be broken down into several parts tonight. One of the topics of conversations is our wonderful friends over at ASCAP, which is the American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers, is sending a letter to its members, first of all, asking for donations that would go to fighting organizations like Creative Commons, the EFF, Public Knowledge, and other supporters of the free culture movement. You know, musicians who are members of ASCAP that got a copy of this really got a wake-up call. As a show that generally plays a lot of music, I get play requests from musicians, and you know, I'll go on and I'll check out their music. It'll sound good. I'm like, cool, yeah, I want to play this during the show. I always check the repertoires of ASCAP and BMI to see if they are members, because ASCAP is a performance rights society. One of their duties is to collect royalties for public performances on behalf of its members. And a podcast, for better or for worse, can be considered a public performance. And many of these people will also license it under a Creative Commons license. I'll talk about Creative Commons in just a second. But ASCAP members don't often realize, hey, I would probably need a waiver to play your music because you put your music with ASCAP. And they always say, it's my music. I said you can play it. Yeah, you did. But you also signed paperwork to a performance rights society so that they could collect royalties on your behalf. So yeah, they can say that I can play their music, but I'm not comfortable touching it. So the majority of the musicians that I play on this show, well, actually all the musicians except for one, is that they are not members of performance rights societies at all. The majority of the music that I play on this show is licensed under what's called a Creative Commons license via Magnatune.com. Awesome site, check it out. A Creative Commons license, to break it down succinctly, is a license to the public with some rights reserved. There are conditions to a Creative Commons license. Like in my case, I can play it on the show, which is the public performance of it, as long as it is for non-profit use. In my case, obviously I'm non-profit, I'm covered. Excuse me. The other condition is that the work it has to be attributed to the artist. Basically, like say if I were to just play the music, if I were to just play the music and typed in the chat room who the artist was and what the song title was, that would cover me. But of course the purpose of this show is to promote independent music, so I always speak it out loud, who it was, what CD it's from. Anybody shows any interest, I drop links in the chat room to their Magnatune page or their MySpace, so people can go find out more about them. Again, the purpose of this show being to promote independent music. ASCAP does not like Creative Commons because under a Creative Commons license, the artist is waiving some rights to royalties. And that's money out of their pocket. So, of course that's going to piss them off. And the other organizations that are for a free and clear internet, that are against these ridiculous lawsuits that the RIAA files, etc., etc. It's funny, ASCAP has decided all of them are a bunch of crooks. Creative Commons, oh my God. Yeah, God forbid the musicians license their own music. The EFF, which is actually a huge lobbying group for internet rights. That's very true, Deb. The copyright owner won't see a penny of those royalties anyway in a lot of cases. So according to ASCAP, these organizations that are fighting for our rights, according to ASCAP, are mobilizing to promote copyleft in order to undermine our copyright. Now, ASCAP doesn't own any of the rights to these songs. They just own the rights to collect royalties on these songs. They didn't write them. This is not their copyright. And before I go any further, I'd like to begin our roundtable discussion in regards to this whole mess. ASCAP. Yeah, you damn right. First and foremost, let me do the easy one. Deb, are you ready? Okay. Joining us now will be our good friend Deb from Unsigned Musicians, who is also in her own right walking, talking encyclopedia of information when it comes to bullshit about the music industry. So first and foremost, I'd like to welcome Deb to the show. Hello. Unmute your mic.
Thank you.
Deb, how are you this fine, wonderful evening?
I'm good. I've had a fabulous weekend.
I have as well. Did you get the just a sidetrack? Did you get the email that I forwarded to you?
I did, and I also have one I need to forward to you.
Okay, we'll catch up after
weekend.
the show tonight.
Wonderful weekend.
A great weekend. So Deb, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
But yeah, we're talking about our good friends at ASCAP. Now, should I go ahead and bring on the person that is responsible for this whole thing?
Yeah, the troublemaker. He pissed me off before I even had coffee.
Rob, are you ready? Bringing on our very own Rob Mazurek, known on Blog TV as the Disperminator. Let me just add this. No.
He sent us a link to this article, and I come in here with coffee in hand thinking I'm going to read emails while I wake up, and I read that article, and I was sitting here ranting and carrying on. Oh my God. He's not talking.
I don't know if he's even there. Rob, you with us? Okay.
Oh, we missed it.
Ah, damn. Guys, is it sounding garbled out there to you, or is it just me? Okay. Alright, let's take two. Take two.
There we go, that's better.
Oh, that's a lot better.
Ooh.
Good.
It's like sounding garbled on my end. Does that
A little
sound
bit.
garbled to you guys out there?
A little bit. Well, I can hear you.
Okay. Is this something you guys can live with out there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, can ask the other people.
Yeah. They're saying it's okay. Let's roll with it.
You guys sound clear to me.
I'm just refreshing the page here, Zach. You kind of
Okay.
closed up on me.
Okay. But, anyway. Guys, ASCAP is declaring war on free culture. As Rob pointed out during our email communication this week, because I use the majority of my music is licensed under Creative Commons, this stands a very good chance of affecting my show at some point if ASCAP gets their way.
Yeah, this is really scary. And the thing that infuriated me right off the bat was when I was reading this article. He kept referring, the guy from ASCAP kept referring to our music. And I thought, our music? Like, he thinks he owns that music? You know, I've been playing some of the musicians I have on my show for like 2.5 years. I would never